maybe like 2 weeks into doing the Wim Hof method, I was already feeling really good and I was looking forward to it every day. But there was one point in time where I got out there, and I was out there for a really long time. It's the dead of winter. It's like February in Michigan. There's, big ice blocks, and, I'm out there and I just felt so connected to nature, and I felt completely indescribable, but everything fell into place for me and I felt okay. I'm buck naked, by the way. So I'm completely naked out in this ice water, on this semi-private beach, that we had found. So, I'm just like, I just felt so free, and that was when I was like, okay, I'm going to start doing this like twice a day. And some of it was like chasing that feeling. Some of it was I really believed like this was going to help me overcome a lot of this stuff, just because that feeling is what I was chasing. It wasn't really like it wasn't an unnatural high like a drug. It was like I'm trying to feel more at peace in nature, and that's so I had that experience. I had a dip for a little while once the ice water went away, and I wasn't able to do ice baths as often as I wanted to. I mean, I still did them every day, but they weren't as cold. It wasn't as confrontational. I'm not in nature, so I had to figure something else out as well. So that spring and summer, I figured out that if I took Adrian's paddleboard and put a giant rock on it and went out into the lake where it's like 30, 40, 50 feet deep, I could do those breathing exercises, and I could hold my breath for over 5 minutes. So I could just take that rock. I could go down to where it's always cold, that far down in the lake. It's super, super cold, like mind-numbingly cold. So I could go down to the bottom, plop that rock on me, and feel this place that was even more intense than the ice water because you're under pressure. It's dark. There's certain death all around you. You take one sniff in. It felt right for me. It was so confrontational to me that's what I needed at that point in time as well. So that was another series of events. The breathing and the Wim Hof method, I think, overall, it's probably one of the better things that people with trauma can do. Or anybody that's trying to learn meditation, because when you try and meditate and you're not experienced, or you're afraid of what's in your head, you're like, you can't focus on the meditation aspect of things, and you don't even know what you're supposed to be focusing on, and your brain won't shut off. It's its job to work, so you're not going to stop thoughts from coming into your head. But if you give that mind something to focus on, like breathing, well, that's your ace in the hole. Like, you do these deep breaths over and over and over again. You also increase the serotonin, increase the testosterone, especially for males, realigning that hormonal profile, and feeling good is incredibly important. Chemically, you're telling yourself a story, and you're not balanced. So breathing, getting in the cold water, it's making you face your fear centers. It's scary getting in cold water, especially when you first start. You look at that ice bath and you're like, holy shit, this is insane. What the hell am I doing? And it's scary, but you go through it, you get in there, you get an endorphin rush, you reset your homeostatic control. So now, maybe you're feeling cold in the winter all the time. Well, now you're getting in the ice bath, you're confronting the cold, and it doesn't bother you anymore. So that's kind of the whole idea of yoga. Yoga is not this stretching regimen. It's a way to confront in a safe environment at first, and then bringing in more and more overt ideas and more confrontation over time to get you back to, I don't know, I guess the first goal would be back to normal operations. be able to live a family life, be able to, talk to people in public without freaking them out completely.